Okay, everyone, I told you I was going to explain how to clean up after you have cleaned and cooked chitterlings, especially if you use your kitchen sink and your anything in your kitchen that you use, even like your spatulas, forks, spoons, anything. Of course, when most people wash their dishes, they always put at least 1 to 2 caps of Clorox bleach. Now, I told you a lot of people wash their chitterlings with bleach, and they have it backwards, okay? This is a chemical. And if you read the back, it tells you that it's not for internal use, it's for external use only. Now, this can be used to clean your countertops, your plates, your forks, your spoons, your spatulas, pots and pans, anything that you use to prep chitlins, clean them, you can use Clorox to clean up behind it. It helps to kill all those germs and the bacteria, okay? This is not to be used to clean your chitlins, all right? You can clean your floors with Clorox bleach. You can wash your clothes with Clorox bleach. But please do not wash your chitlins that you're going to consume with Clorox bleach, okay? So this is one item that you can use. As far as cleaning the chitlins, I told you you can use baking soda or salt, but you can also use baking soda to help cut down the odor, because it cuts down the odor when you're cooking them if you soak your chitlins in the baking soda. Also, if you clean your counter, make you some like a sink of water and use baking soda, or you can coat your sink with it and wash it down, and you can wash your countertops and your forks and spoons and everything with the baking soda, and it will eliminate the odor as well. Now, with everything that you use, you need to make sure that you rinse it very well, especially your pots and pans, your lids, your spatulas, your forks and spoons, your plates, your cups, your saucers, and all of that need to be rinsed very well, whether you use baking soda or if you use the Clorox. Now, the baking soda is not as bad because, as I told you, it's ionic and it's going to dissociate and it's going to just wash right down the drain. However, with the bleach, you need to make sure that you remove all traces of the residue. So make sure you rinse everything very well, right? The next one is pine sol. Pine sol kills the odor very well as well. You don't have to use these together. You can use one or the other, whichever you prefer, whichever you have in your home. Pine sol will also do the same job. It will clean your sinks, clean the counters, everything. I don't wash my pots and pans in the pine sol, but I will wash the sink once I'm finished with dishes and everything. I will pour some Clorox down the drain, and I will use pine sol to like clean it and just to give it that nice lemony scent. Because as you can see, I use the pine sol, and this is the lemon fresh. Okay. The other one that I use for cleaning and removing odor for anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be chitlins. It could be any odor, like pet odor. Wash my pet's bed with it. Their area, I mop their floor with it. I really like this. And none of these companies are sponsors of this video. These are just some items that I use that I'm sharing with you that I know will help eliminate the odor from chitlins, especially since that's what this was deemed on, since I actually prepped and cleaned and cooked them. But also any odor that you have, and it's called Odor Ban, and it does eliminate odors. This is some really good stuff. You can mop your floors with it, clean out your toilets, your tubs, your sinks, face bowls. You can wash your clothes with it if you have clothes and you work in an area that, you know, it accumulates odor. If you just want to wash it just simply from basic perspiration, Odor Ban will remove the odor, and it leaves a very refreshing scent as well. I had someone working on some pipes for me, and I had washed some clothes with this, and they complimented me on how nice the air from the vent from my dryer when it was coming outside, how it smelled. And that was all because I had washed with this Odor Ban. But don't be masked by the pleasant scent that it has. And they come in different fragrances. This is the original eucalyptus, which is my favorite. But they also have lavender, and they have a citrus scent. So I use this as well. You can clean your sinks, face bowls. I wouldn't recommend washing pots and pans with it, but you can wash your towels and clothes and clean your shoes, mop your floors, and things of that nature. So you just need to be mindful of what you have, what you can use, and the purpose behind using it. And again, these are chemicals, so you need to make sure that you rinse very well so that you don't leave any residues. So these are the items that I recommend. Also for the red bucket, that you have your chillins that they come in, if you buy the red buckets, those buckets smell very bad because, as you know, plastic holds the odor, and we don't know how long they've been packaged, and it just gets into them and it leaves a very terrible odor. If you're someone who recycles those buckets and you want to know how to clean them, you can use any of the ingredients that I've of the reagents that I have in any of these. You can use baking soda, pine sol, Clorox, Odor band. Do not use them all together. Pick one and use that one because they all are going to do the same. I would say for the plastic buckets, I would say use Odor band or use pine sol. You will probably get better and quicker results using that versus the Clorox, because sometimes Clorox will mask the odor. You will think because you can smell the Clorox that it has killed it, and then once it dries or whatever, you see that odor is still there. Whereas with pine sol and Odor band, you don't have those issues, because remember, that is a plastic container. And I would say do a 50-50 with the Odor band or a 50-50 with the pine sol, meaning 50% pine sol, 50% water, or 50% Odor band, 50% water. And I would suggest to use cold water and let it sit for probably about 30 minutes to an hour. And then you can wash it out really good and just use soap. You can use Dawn soap or any laundry detergent that you have, and wash it really, really good. Rinse it, and then you should be able to recycle those, and the smell should be gone. And you can use those red buckets, like I said, you can use it for storing nails. If you're a builder or a DIYer at home, you can use it for screws. You can use it for a lot of little simple things that seem to get strode everywhere and there's no home for them. You can just drop them in there, label it, and then you have a storage place for them. Right? So these are the items that I suggest to use. This is what I use. I'm not saying stop what you're doing. If what you're doing is working, as always, continue to use it. If it's not working or you've never tried anything and you just kind of let the odor wear off itself, then these are some items that you can try. So thanks again for joining me. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate my subscribers. I thank you dearly. I thank everyone for watching and supporting the channel. Again, always be positive, share positive vibes, spread positive vibes, stay motivated, inspired, encouraged, and enlightened so that we can pass those gifts on to others and hope that it's the gift that keeps giving. Thanks again, and I will see you guys on the next prep, bake, no bake, cook, DIY, apothecary, endless possibilities. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.